almost an hour late. Every time I set the timer, shit goes wrong. That's why I don't be putting it on there. But what can I do? What can I do? So we'll see if anyone gets on or if I think I just forgot. I'll wait till people get in here to really start talking. Time is it? 8:43. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? I'm big chillin'. I got my stream on vertical again because last time I did vertical and there's actually more interactions. I don't know. YouTube was telling me if I do it vertically, it shows up in other places or some shit like that. So I'm like, whatever. Just do it vertical. Do it vertical. I'm logging in right now on the laptop to see y'all's comments. The street salsa party was hella cool. Yeah, bro, you gotta come out here and go to that shit, bro. It was hella lit. It was just like packed, bro. Like shoulder to shoulder packed. It's definitely hot because it ain't cool outside, and everybody's moving and sweating. It was fun though. It was super fun. And the good thing was like it didn't feel like anytime I'm in a big crowd in America, I feel like a shooting is gonna pop off. But that place is basically like a crime-free zone. In the moments that that's happening, anyways, like it's like the city's thing to do that. So, yeah, there wasn't anything going on but dancing, drinking, people having fun, man. Oh no, I don't know my password. For some reason, it logged me out. Alright. Okay, I'm in. I'm in. Now I can go to the chat. But yeah, that, what's up? How you doing, man? Yeah, it was lit out there, man. I was trying to think of. I was gonna give you some pros and cons of that situation, but it was fun, man. It was a good time. I think we had a little situation after, and to respond to that comment that you made, though, you don't have to know salsa, bro. Like, I don't know how to explain this. You'll know what I'm saying, though. There's people that take dance classes, and there's people that just go places and dance. And if you take dancing classes, you'll be like, yo, now that I'm looking, these motherfuckers don't know what they're doing. But if you're just raised in it, you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone's just like moving around to the music, but if you don't know the footwork, then you won't look at someone's feet and be like, oh, that's mad wrong. But actually, like since I've taken so many salsa classes now, bro, I look at mad people that grew up in a culture like this, and I'm like, I'm not gonna say they're off beat. They're on beat with their body, but their footwork isn't good. Like they don't actually know what they're doing. They kind of just intuitively go with the music with their body, if that makes sense. And it's like I said, it's so packed, you can't do no real moves, bro. Like everyone's just together. So if you was out there, you'll have fun, bro. You don't need to know how to dance salsa for real. But what I was gonna say about the little situation was, so I was out there with Will, and then when we was out there, there was a dude that I actually knew from. Well, I'm not gonna say I know him. I saw him one time at the dance school, so I saw him. I'm like, yo, American dude, what's up, bro? But then Will saw someone that he knows from Cartagena, and so this dude had like a big bottle, bro, a big bottle of Jack and something else in his book bag, and he was getting lit, bro, like stupid lit. He kept trying to make everybody else like take shots, and we was like, bro, like we literally can't do this. Like I don't know how you drinking this much, but I can't. And so we got to the end of the night. It was three girls, and they had like their brother with them or something, bro. And I can't really explain it because I put my phone up because that's how suspicious I started getting, bro. But they was like really pressing for us to go to the next club with them, bro. So they're like, no, 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 you gotta come to the after party, remata. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, come on, come on, come on. And I'm looking at Will. I'm like, bro, is this weird? Like, is this normal? And he's like, that's normal that people want to go party after this because it's like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. They want to go to a different club because the clubs don't shut down until 5 or 6 here. And I'm like, but why do they want us to go so bad? I figure it's because of Jack, the dude that was mad drunk. But I'm like, oh no, bro. Like, cause even their brother, he was like, bro, for real, y'all gonna go home? Y'all not gonna come party with us? And I'm like, I just would never hustle that hard for someone to come party with me. You got one night, okay? Like we're gonna kick it with somebody else. I don't care. I don't even know you like that. We literally don't know them, bro. And these girls, like, not just to me, not just like trying to my wife. They're like, y'all really not gonna come with us? Like, let's get in the cab right now. Let's go. So we actually ended up getting in the cab. But Will said he had to go to work in the morning, and he had to get up at like 7, and it's already like 3. So he's like, I'm not staying at this club. Like, I'm leaving. And we got there, and like we was just like, nah, like this is weird, and I'm tired anyways. And like, bro, these girls was like not trying to let us go, bro. Like they're like, you drove all the way here in the cab, and you just gonna leave? Like, why don't you want to come in and dance? Why don't you? And I'm like, nah, I'm tired. So we ended up leaving. I got Jack's cousin's Instagram for our left morning, 7 in the morning when I woke up. And he was like, I don't know what happened to Jack. Jack went with the girls in the Uber. I was like, what? Like, I don't roll like that. But if I'm with people, like, I like check in on them, and I wouldn't let someone that's super drunk go by themselves with anybody. But I don't know. Next day, Will had hit Jack up. Jack was good. He just had a good time with both of those girls, I guess. But that whole situation was just weird to me, bro. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a clubber like that, so I definitely wouldn't beg someone to come to the club with me. I thought they were up to something, but I don't know. I guess not. It was weird though. I guess I'm not a real partier. Hope you enjoyed your burger. Had me a Philly sub. It was a good burger, bro. And I actually got some wings, and I don't think she's gonna finish them, so I'm gonna eat those later. Bro, yeah, it was suspicious, and that's what I thought too. That's why I kept asking Will, kept asking Axel. I'm like, yo, y'all feel weird about this or not? I don't think they felt weird at first, but I think I kept asking so much that they probably felt weird afterwards. But I was also like, yo, it was me, Axel, Will, Jack was like 6'3". If you in the video, if you saw the dude with the fitted hat, taller, him and his cousin from Florida or something. So I was like, yo, we 5 on 2 girls and one little dude. I'm like, am I reconnected? Y'all comment when I'm reconnected. I know that I just saw your comment that says the video froze. but it should be good now. I turned the Wi-Fi off. Sometimes the Wi-Fi be tripping in this Airbnb, bro. It's weird. Just comment when I'm unfrozen, and then I'll keep talking. Okay. So, uh, damn, am I frozen again? Well, Jack's like 6'3", like I said, and it was like five of us on like two girls and one dude. So I was like we'll win the fight. I was more concerned with like them trying to drug us or some weird shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And so it wasn't that serious, but like I'm a super hyper suspicious dude already, bro. Like I said, I don't like people walking behind me. I don't like people knowing where I live at. Like none of that stuff, bro. Like if you're gonna get me, you're gonna have to really get me. I ain't gonna make it easy for you. You know what I'm saying? Let me close out on all my other stuff. Cause I don't think that stuff helps. Yeah, exactly. 2 a.m. too. Yeah, bro. We was turned too, bro. Like we was out all night, so I was like, I don't know, bro. These girls is like really pushing for this. So, but everything went well. We got home. Everybody made it home. Jack had his fun with the girls that he had. If you look in that video, nah, actually, I think I didn't record it. Maybe I did. But in that video, if you ever see like if I was in front of like two girls and two dudes that they were like right in front of me, it was that group. But the one of the dudes just dipped out, and the other dude, he said he was one of the girl's brothers or something. So he said he was gonna stay with us. But even that, bro, like I wouldn't be like helping my sister bag no dudes and take them home or nothing. I don't know. That's weird to me, bro. It's to the left.
I'm doing it to the left.
Hold on a second. I'll be out to the streets till 4:30 in Medellin. I only have one minor problem. What's the minor problem, bro? You got me interested. I got to know what the minor problem is. Fight, attempted robbery. Yeah, y'all know Jake Paul's manager got shot in Medellin, bro. Supposedly an attempted robbery, according to him. I'm patiently awaiting the response to this. Did you eat all those wings?
I'm trying to.
Oh, okay. Damn, you never gonna tell me what happened at 4:30 a.m., bro? That's a good cliffhanger right there. I'm sitting here like, damn, what happened? And I'll never know. Yeah, but anyways, besides that, it was a good night. Just a few weird girls. Gotta pay a little fee to get up in there, a little fee to use the bathroom at the restaurants. The girls I took home tried to steal my credit card. They put them back, but not the same place where I put them in my wallet, and then tried to ask me for a photo. For a photo of your passport? What in the hell, bro? Why? Why did? What was their justification for that? Like, how did they try to do that without sounding suspicious? Like, oh, I never seen an American passport or something like that. Like, instantly, you ask me for a picture of my passport, bro. I'm gonna kick you out of wherever you at. I heard about that. Some places charge you as a restroom. Yeah, well, it's a lot of people out there, bro, and it's like it's on the street. So, I mean, if you don't want to like piss on the street, which would be disgusting because everyone's right there, you would need to go into a restaurant to use it. And right at the like entrance of the street, there's like a little restaurant that sells bread and shit like that. And they have two bathrooms, and they charge you like nothing serious, like 50 cents, but they do charge. That's happening in more and more places though. Not even just here in the states, they started doing that too, just to stop like homeless people from going in the bathroom and shooting up drugs or like sleeping in there. What did I think about the Canelo fight? I think it went exactly like I expected it to. Um, I thought Charlo would at least try to fight, so I expected him to get knocked out. But he didn't try to fight, so it's really hard to knock somebody out that's not fighting back because it's hard to hit them. So, um, oh, that basically. Okay, that's a horrible excuse. I'm guessing you made them get out shortly afterwards, or did you not put pieces together and stuff until like the next day? And first of all, bro, you took multiple girls home. I already would have been like, that's suspicious that both of them or three of them, however many it was, trying to go. I think it's hard for people to scam you one on one, but 2-on-1 or 3-on-1 is easy because one person can distract you. So, but either way, it's good they didn't actually. Oh, okay, yeah. I heard about that. I heard in Medellin they got like the security that they won't let, like if you go in with a girl, they won't let the girl leave without you giving permission that everything's good or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but and like when did that happen? Like I need more details, bro. Like did you go to the bathroom and they tried to run through your shit, or when you were sleeping afterwards, or what, bro? So you guys only carry a little cash and phone only when y'all go out? It depends on where we're going. Like I mean, obviously out there we had our phones. There's actually a lot of places like if you go to like a restaurant or yeah, mainly like restaurants, grocery stores, and stuff like that. You can pay with card. So we pay with card when we can. It's mainly like the mom and pop shop that don't accept cards, or obviously like street vendors. Like they just have no way of accepting cards. So this was a very cash-based society that didn't really start using cards until COVID. So like I said, a lot of high-end places do that now, especially places where tourists are at. Um, but yeah, normally walk out with some cash. I was actually gonna make a video. You just reminded me, just for people that maybe are coming here or just want to know. I was gonna just make a video about Colombian pesos and like my personal method in my head of like keeping track of how much is much, because like $1 is like 4,000 pesos, right? So I just do a little times four in my head or divided by four. But even still, it's not really like it's not a direct back and forth, because like some services are like on par with what American services would be, and other stuff like, to me, Uber is like dramatically cheaper. Like even the most expensive Uber drives for me have been like $4, and that's if because they got like comfort Ubers and economy Ubers, and the comfort ones are like expensive and it's like $4. But if you just like trying to get there in like a busted up whip with no AC, pay like $1, bro. Got him Diaz high. Yeah, I had to give the thumbs up. Okay, I fell asleep. I hide all my belongings before I go out just in case. I rent a 2-bedroom apartment, so I have a separate room with a safe to put stuff. So they went in the safe, bro? Or you just fell asleep and didn't get a chance to put it in the safe? Because if they went in the safe, that's crazy. But I'm guessing they didn't. Also, how did you feel when that happened, bro? I mean, I know you wasn't like in love or nothing, but was you like, damn, bro, they only wanted me for my cash, bro. My wallet was in my pants. Oh, okay. What do you think they tried to do, bro? You think they took out the cards and was like, we can't use this shit? Or do you think like they tried to do some purchases on Amazon or what, bro? I gotta go, but I'll catch the rest of the live stream later. Y'all always get into good combos when I have to leave. Hey, that's how it works for me too, bro. I'll be like, all right, y'all, I'm about to get off. Then people start asking me like philosophy questions and shit. But I'll catch you later, bro. I'll try to get on earlier next time. Have a good night, though, bro. Oh, they took pictures of them. I'm guessing you canceled those cards and replaced them, man. I will say this though, like my bank, all of my banks, bro, they be on go with fraud protection, bro. Sometimes they be blocking my shit, bro. They be like, you wouldn't shop at this place. I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm trying to venture out and do new stuff. So if someone take a picture of my cards and try to buy something, bro, they'll get their shit blocked. They would not make the purchase. My bank will be like, man, this is coming from a different phone. Oh, that's smart. You lock them until you're about to use them. So you keep your shit on lock and then you unlock it just to make a purchase. I've actually never thought about that. That seems like too much work, but it's smart if you getting into stuff like that. That's smart. What's up, bro? How you doing today, man? Or tonight? It's tonight now. Yeah, I've never thought about locking them until I was gonna use them. But it ain't a bad idea. You eating fried catfish in Louisiana, bro? If you're actually in New Orleans right now, make sure you get you a po' boy. You cannot leave New Orleans without eating a po' boy. You have to eat a po' boy. You generally use one card daily and keep cash most of the time. That's smart. That is pretty smart. I can't lie, man. I be trying to keep all my valuables inside and just take out like the smallest amount of cash that I need, but Luis, what is that? A po' boy is like damn, that's kind of tough to describe. I'm gonna call it a sandwich, but it's more than a sandwich. It's a specific type of sandwich. It's like the bread is crusty, and the inside of the bread is like fluffy, like buttery type, right? And there's all different kinds, bro. You could get a catfish po' boy, shrimp po' boy, You could get, I don't know, you could get roast beef inside that joint, oysters, crab, crawfish. But yeah, if you think of like a, I don't know, like a Subway sandwich kind of, but it's just different. It's hard to describe because if I say Subway sandwich, you're gonna think of a Subway sandwich. So it's like trying to describe a taco to somebody. Like you could describe it, but they really not gonna feel it until they taste it. Po' boy, yeah, po' boy. It's like poor boy, but if you're from the south, you say po' boy, and so that's how it's spelled. It was actually made for poor people back in the day. If you couldn't guess that from po' boy. 300K will usually cover any and all things you need while you're out. Medellin must be expensive, bro, because you definitely don't need 300K here. That's, yeah, that's a lot. It's not a lot. It's a lot compared to what you would spend here. Joseph said to ask you if you'll be willing to release boxing predictions. He said he won 800 last night. Tell him to send me some of that 800 then. I ain't giving him no more predictions. But I always give out my predictions. If people text me, I felt bad, bro, because yesterday my guy messaged me. It was like one of my worst nights for predictions, bro, because he was asking me about the fights before Canelo. Canelo was obvious. Like, that shit was like an easy bet. But I was trying to give him potential underdog wins. And really none of the underdogs came through, except the one underdog that I said probably wouldn't win. He actually won in the fight before Canelo, Barrios, right? He beat Ugas because Ugas' eye, bro, his shit was just broken still. He got the surgery. I just thought his eye was gonna be fixed. So I was like, yeah, bro, if Ugas is good, he's winning easy. He did not win. He didn't win easy. He didn't win at all. He got his ass whooped. So I was like, oh, my bad, bro. Like, I was wrong on that one. I thought he was going to be 100%, but his eye is never going to be the same. He needs to retire. He's 37 or 38 anyway, so. But outside of that, I always say my predictions. If somebody messages me or if I'm on live or something, I'll say it. I just don't, like, make content about boxing bets, you know what I mean? For emergencies. Okay, I feel that. I just don't think nothing down here costs that much, bro. Like, I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah. You're in an emergency. Like, if you did get your card snatched and, like, you needed cash to, like, last you until you could get a new card and shit, then yeah. But, yeah, I mean, we'll go take a certain amount out of the ATM and like keep it stashed somewhere or something like that. But I wouldn't want to walk around with 300K on me. Not, like I said, not that I've seen anything like bad out here or nothing, but I just wouldn't want to. I love it down here in Louisiana. I want to stay. That's how it is in the South, man. You come from the Pacific Northwest, bro. You went to the South and you found out what real life is like. I love Louisiana, man. Like, I used to love going there as a kid to see my family, but I don't think I would want to live in Louisiana. It's nice to visit for me. I don't know how to describe it. It's just not, it's nothing there makes me want to like live there. I would live in Texas, Louisiana now. I met two girls down here and they're so different than Washington. Cause they're Southern girls, bruh. I shop while I'm there, so it covers everything. Most of the time, I don't spend close to that until I go at night. Well, yeah, that's different too. If you somewhere on like vacation for a short amount of time, you definitely gonna spend more money than you would if you was just chilling for a long time. Like, obviously, like we're gonna be here for long term, so any spending that we doing, like, we not going on shopping sprees. You know what I'm saying? Because even like I said, I need to get some workout clothes, some more workout clothes, and I still haven't done it. But I'm like, whatever. Like, I'll do it sometime next week. I need to make time to go to the barber shop tomorrow. I gotta go to dance class tomorrow. I gotta work out tomorrow. Are you saying you go every month? Or are you saying you stay for a month? You said monthly stay, so I'm guessing it's like a week or a weekend out of the month, yeah? Maybe. Extra clothes expensive. Oh, you stay a month. Oh, okay. Gotta go, guys. Have a good night, everybody. You have a good night, too, bro. Catch you next time. Yeah, a month. Shit, that's a good amount of time right there. That's longer than a vacation, but that's a good time to really, like, chill. When's the last time you came? Or when you coming again? And do you always go to Medellin? Or do you go to Bogota? I think I remember last time you said you haven't been to Cali, right? Yo, who's the other 5 people up in here right now? What are y'all doing, bro? Last time was May. Trying to go again in November. What do you normally do? Oh, you want a city hop? That'd be dope. I'm trying to soon, maybe like in the next month, I'm trying to venture out to some other places, especially because every Uber I get into, they be like, oh, what other cities are you gonna go to? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'm just gonna stay here. They're like, oh no, you gotta go here. You gotta go here. I'm like, damn. All right. Damn, did my shit freeze again? I be looking at the laptop and it be frozen. That's what I be wondering. If y'all haven't realized, my service is trash in this Airbnb. But yeah, I want to go to Pereira. I'm trying to go see some coffee stuff, bro. My wife wants to go to Cartagena. So I looked up how much it would cost to book one ways to different cities, and it came out to about $2,500 for flights and Airbnb for a month. Or what time frame? That's not horrible. Depending on how many cities you go into, how many Airbnbs you staying in, and for what time frame. 2,500 is kind of, well, you coming from the States too, so that makes a difference. Because I mean, the domestic flights here are mad cheap. But the flight to get here probably ain't gonna be cheap. I want to go to like some other places too. Like I kind of want to go to Panama, but like like Colombia got weird stuff with entry standards and like 1 week a different city for 4 weeks. That'd be cool. But yeah, Colombia got weird entry standards, man. I saw a bunch of videos of people saying that they took a trip to Brazil and then they couldn't get back in because they didn't get like the yellow fever vaccine or some shit like that. So I gotta like really, if I go out of here, I need to really look where I'm going, just to make sure that I don't gotta do nothing special to get back in. In Colombia, the fees be more than the flight cost. Yeah, I figured that from the prices I saw because that shit was mad cheap. I'm like, damn, definitely can't do that in the States. Shit, flying domestic in the States, damn near as much as it costs us to get here. So what cities you thinking about going to, bro? Have I seen any wild monkeys? Nah. I have not. Medellin, Santa Marta, y Cali. I heard okay stuff about Santa Marta. I think so. I'm not really like a super city person. Cali, I don't. If you've never been here, man. I mean, I'm sure Medellin's not that much different, but this is like really a city, bro. It's people everywhere. It's traffic. It's lit. It's dope, but it's really a city. And I'm not a crazy city person, so I know there's like some places on the outskirts of here that are more like suburbs that I'll probably be more chill up in. But the whole thing was like, obviously, like we wanted to come here and like really experience the culture. We wanted to like right now we live like I wouldn't even call it a block, but I'm gonna say a block. Wait, we literally live like a block from a big ass market where you could go in and get all the groceries and shit you need. I mean, bro, you could get empanadas for like 25 cents, fresh, stuff like that, you know what I mean? So, mad mom and pop restaurants, bistro right here that we go to like every day. So, I didn't really want to come here and live the same life that I was living. Like, I didn't want to be super secluded and like, cause then it's like, what's the point of being here? You know what I'm saying? But if I was gonna be here for forever, I don't think I want to live in a real city. Like, cities are just not my thing. Escorpion. Rolando, why'd you ask me if I seen any wild monkeys? What made that comment come to your head? I want to see Cucutas also. You know what? I don't know if you ever seen the show Queen of the South, La Reina del Sur, but there's a character on there that we really like. Me and Axel, we like this character called Faustino, and that's where he was born. So if there's a reason to go out there, bro, I will go out there just so I can see the place that he was born in. He got a funny ass accent. He's my favorite character on the show. speaking of which, when we was out at that salsa on the street thing, when me and Will went to the bathroom, there was this girl that was like lightweight talking shit to us, and her Spanish was like both of us, and he's from here. We thought she was from here, bro. But she said something, and we was like, wait a second, where are you from? And she was from Germany, bro. She just lived here for 2 years, but her Spanish was so crispy, bro. And like the phrases and stuff that she was using, it was so native. Almost like, now I look back on it, I'm like, I don't even know how to explain it, but you know, like when someone's imitating someone, they bust out like all the phrases to sound as much as like them as possible. That's kind of what she was doing. But her pronunciation, her accent, her intonation was so good that even Will thought she was from there. Until she started talking more and more and more, and we was like, oh, I can hear the German now. I kind of didn't believe her, because then I told her I lived in Germany for like 8 years, and she was like, where'd you live at then? And then she started speaking German, and I was like, all right, you really German, you got me there, because I wasn't like German immersion and shit, but I don't remember none of that shit. And then she didn't believe I lived in Germany. I had to start like saying 1 through 20. She was like, oh, okay. She was like, how you live in Germany for 8 years and you don't speak German? And I was like, damn, I'm getting fried. Typical American. I lived somewhere for 8 years and never tried to learn a language. It's a border town with Venezuela. Yeah, I looked it up on a map and shit. Like I literally looked it up because of that character. And I was like, I wonder how far that shit is from here. Shit was mad far. I was like, I wonder how far it is from Cartagena. Shit was mad far. Like it's mad far from everything. It's buffering a lot, so the live is lagging a lot. Yeah, I don't know, man. My service is just like garbage today, bro. I actually took the Wi-Fi off earlier because I felt like it was gonna pause. I kind of want to turn it back on, but I feel like it might be worse than my actual regular reception. What y'all think? Should I try to turn it back on, or should I leave it like this with the intermittent buffering? The stream is good for me. Damn, Rolando, he said your phone was trash, bro. I ain't gonna mess with it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Rolando, up your Wi-Fi, bro. Pay your bill. Pay your bill, dog. I heard of people saying wild monkeys in Peru. That's not here, bro. And if there was wild monkeys, which there might be, that shit gonna be in the country. I feel like that's like the States. Like you don't be seeing no crazy wild animals in cities. Like you gotta be like where my mom's family's from in Texas, you'll see animals. But here, no. But I kind of want to go to Peru. Like, I've heard good things. I've heard good things. There's also a black market for them. For monkeys? What the fuck am I gonna do with a monkey, dog? Peru, I'm going for the food. I have heard good things about the food. I have heard good things. Yo, y'all know how I do, man. I'm about to plug y'all to somebody's channel, man. Y'all could tell them that you came from my channel if you want to. But there's this dude that I started following that's in Cali right now. He barely has subscribers. I don't even think he has 100 subscribers, bro. But he makes good content. He speaks good Spanish. And I love to support people when I can. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, I don't know, man. I just feel like people are haters, bro. Like, I feel like if people, like, if I hear good music, I want other people to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Or just anything like that. But other people be like, oh, I don't want you to listen to my favorite artist because I knew them since 2010 and blah, blah, blah. That shit kind of weird to me, bro. Or like they don't want to share their favorite restaurants and stuff like that. Anyways, if y'all click that channel, y'all don't have you don't have to subscribe because of me. Go check his channel out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying he makes good content. I just plugged him right now because I commented on his shit and he said something back and I just thought of it right now. But he's more of an actual vlogger, which I'm never gonna really be. Like I said, I will record my experiences sometimes, but he seems like he's gonna be dedicated to vlogging, which is why I'm plugging him. He like really walks around with his shit out, makes 30-minute videos, trying food, and just yeah, he's putting effort into it. It's got English, Spanish subtitles, good editing, so seems like a cool dude. It's probably because you're near the coast, but I bet once you get near the Amazon, there'll be all sorts of exotic animals. I will not be going anywhere near the Amazon. Not on purpose. Not unless I'm with a native tour guide that's gonna keep me safe. I do not trust animals, dog. I've seen some crazy videos of animals just destroying people, bro. And I don't want to be a part of that. I'm not trying to get put on the highlight reel for some fucking tigers. Matter of fact, I saw this tweet and it was just saying like, it was a dude saying, yo, my grandpa said we need to beat monkeys the fuck up. Like not on no racist shit, like actual monkeys. He said, my grandpa said we need to beat monkeys the fuck up. Because what happened is like these tourists come here and they're scared of the monkeys. And that makes the monkeys brave. The monkeys say that, or the monkeys realize that if they just pressure these tourists, they'll drop their bags, they'll drop their food or whatever. So they're actually getting more violent because they realize that they're scared. But he's just saying like the locals will just beat the fuck out of these monkeys and they used to not mess with people at all. That's typical, right? Like bears and all kinds of other animals, they're skittish until they get a taste of those snacks. And they're like, yo, these people actually just run. Like if I just open their car door, I can have everything. So that was an interesting tweet. So I know if I see a monkey, I'm squabbing, bro. I'm beating the shit out of a monkey, bro. I saw a video today where this dude was like in a fist fight with a monkey, bro. He lost, but he was weak. I don't know how. He was getting dropped by a monkey. Like he was on his feet and like swinging, and the monkey would jump and like piece him up like 3 times, and he would fall on the ground and get back up. And like one of the indigenous tribes, because they know how to track people down. They hunt and eat people. I'm not gonna say nothing because I don't want to jinx myself, but they better have more than 2 people. That's all I'm gonna say. They better have a big fucking sword. No. They're not gonna beat me up with a sword, bro. Nobody, there ain't too many people on earth that's beating me in hand-to-hand combat. They better have arrows, bro. They better shoot me from far away. They better track me down and shoot me in the back with arrows. If they got a sword, a stick, a club, I'm beating their ass. They be like 5'3" anyways, bro. And it better be more than 2 of them. But you know, if they get me, they get me. And if they eat me, that just means my spirit is a part of their spirit now. I fueled them and I fulfilled my purpose on earth. So I'm cool with that. perfectly fine with that, bro. I'm actually reading a book about uh I think I probably told y'all about this before. I put this book on pause because I was moving and stuff like that, but I'm almost finished with it. But it's a book about four Argentinian teenagers that were flying to Miami and their plane crashes in the Bermuda Triangle and they're getting hunted down by these indigenous people and they almost get eaten. Then they get freed by some other indigenous person that's warring with that tribe and they're like running away. I'm at the part where it's getting deep. They know how to make bird noises. They communicate via bird noises. Me too. I know how to make bird noises. I know how to make lots of animal noises. I'm not gonna give away too many of my secrets. I don't know how many indigenous hunters are watching this, but I know how to do lots of stuff. I've had lots of training for these survival situations. I ain't gonna make it easy for them, bro. They gonna have to come and get me. They gonna have to come and get me, bro. I know how to make traps too. Probably traps that they're not used to. The other thing too is that like I'm not about to get into a fucking hypothetical debate about beating up indigenous people. This feels like a hate crime, but usually those kind of people, those kind of hunters, they're endurance hunters, right? They rely on animals or people running away and getting exhausted. So your best bet is to turn around and beat them the fuck up. That's just what it is. Woolly mammoths, elephants, all of that stuff, like they used to just no, they still do. People still do that. You run them down, you run animals down until they get exhausted to the point that like they basically stop fighting back because they don't have the energy. So don't let them get you. That's a boxing strategy as well. Walk people down for however many rounds it takes until they break mentally. That's why you gotta make them respect you early so that they can't do that to you. Yo, YouTube shorts, they're the wave. I post a YouTube short and I'll get like 1,000 views in like 1 hour, bro. That's Floyd's strategy. That is absolutely not Floyd's strategy in any way. Now that is someone like Canelo's strategy. That was not Floyd's strategy. But, you know, Canelo versus Charlo, for example, last night. You walk forward, you cut off the ring because he's trying to run away from you. So what you'll see is, I feel like the screen is mirrored, so this might not make sense, but you'll get it if you're listening. Canelo is walking Charlo down. Charlo is going lateral, side to side. He tries to slide out to his right, which Canelo will throw a big left hook to stop him from going that way. And you step to the right, so then that they're boxed in. It's a pretty good strategy if you got the power to do it. a fight versus a guy that can't box is not representative of what you did for your career. So if you say that's Floyd's strategy, I'm thinking what he did against actual boxers, not against the guy that sucks at boxing. And even still, I'll have to go back and watch the fight, but that's not really what he did. I don't know how much you know about boxing, so I don't want to get into like super technical terms. But I specifically remember, um, Conor being on his back, which is really only gonna happen if you were on your back foot and you do this, and the guy gets on top of you. You know what I mean? So definitely towards the end of the fight for sure, because Conor was tired and that was time to knock him out. And like I said, more than usual, he was definitely doing that to Conor. But even still, it was more like he was standing in front of him, which is not the same thing as walking him down and making him walk backwards. It's a totally different thing. 50-50s versus pressuring somebody, way different. But like I said, I'll have to go back and watch it. But if I had to bet on it, I would bet and say that didn't happen. Floyd definitely didn't just walk him down the whole fight. Not like Canelo walked down Charlo last night, or like Canelo walks down everybody. Because that takes you having way more strength and power than the other person, or at least them feeling like that anyways. And no one's gonna feel like that against Floyd. Nobody thinks that until they get in there with him and they say, shit, like, this dude hits harder than I thought. Yeah, I kept thinking, what is this little wrench beside your name? I forgot I made you a moderator. You're a very powerful man. Oh man, what else? It's a Sunday. It's not too many people up in here. Let's see. How long will I stay on? Depends on how many people are talking. The first round looked like both Charlo and Canelo wanted to tire each other out. I don't think so. It was just a regular field out round. But even still, it was pretty obvious from the first round that Charlo did not want those problems, which is why every round after that was Canelo walking him down. You can tell very early if someone's gonna stand their ground or not. Like Crawford versus Spence, Crawford felt Errol Spence out the first round, but he wasn't backing up. He was there, you know what I mean? Like, first minute, I think he threw one jab the whole first minute because he's really looking. It's like, okay, this way he's doing, this way he's doing. And then after that, he started applying a little bit more pressure. And then obviously, second round drop. Everything after that, he was whooping his ass. But it was never him like just moving lateral, just backing up. It was never that. Is there anyone in Canelo's class that you think can take him out? What, in the actual 168 class? Or just period? Because he fights at basically 3 different classes. I don't think he's never going to go back down to 160, so I'll keep it at 168, 175. There's people in 175 that could beat him for sure. Bivol already did. I think Better Beef might be able to beat him. I wouldn't want to see them fight because I would be scared for Canelo, but Uh, and 168, everyone thinks that David Benavidez is the person to beat him. I personally think Canelo will whoop David Benavidez's ass. I think the person he would have the most trouble with is actually David Morrell because that dude's feet are so good. Like his footwork, he's Cuban. His footwork is crazy. Look at the people that arguably beat Canelo in the past. Uh, Erislandy Lara from Cuba. Canelo has slow ass feet, and on top of having slow ass feet, he needs his feet to be set because he throws every punch with like super vicious intentions. So if you have good feet, not just moving side to side, not just running like Charlo was doing, because Charlo would just get pinned and then Canelo would take out. Pa, 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 pa. But if you have good feet where you can actually cut those angles, make Canelo have to turn around, not give him the chance to really throw punches, and if you have decent power, you could really make it a good fight. And I think David Morrell can do that. I think David Benavidez doesn't have great defense, fight straight up and down. He has good volume, but that just comes down like when you just have good volume and no good feet, it's gonna be who's who's tougher out of you and Canelo. I seen David Benavidez get dropped before by a dude with no power. Canelo has never touched the canvas in 60 fights, bro, against the toughest dudes. I'm not saying that he can't get dropped. Anyone can get dropped, especially as you're getting older. You do more and more fights. Canelo's not the same Canelo he was in the past, but he's still really good. Benavidez struggled way more against Plant than Canelo. I will say this: styles make fights, right? And so I agree. He couldn't take out Plant, and Canelo did take out Plant. But I will say that because David's feet are slow, Canelo was like a real. Plant was a real challenge for him because Plant was moving around a lot. And to go back to what I said about Canelo not being able to knock out Charlo, when someone's actually just running from you, it's a lot harder to knock them out. Plant hadn't been knocked out when he fought Canelo. And he was really going for it, bro. Like he really tried to beat Canelo. And he got super tired and he got knocked out. Against Benavidez, it seemed like in the beginning he was like, I'm gonna try to win. But I think he got to a point where he's like, yo, I'm not trying to get KO'd twice. And he got on his bike, he was running, he was hugging, which I don't have a problem with. It's not my life, bro. Like, that's what he wanted to do. That's how he wanted to finish the fight. But he didn't really give a chance for Benavidez to stop him because he hugged him or he ran at every chance he got, which he didn't do so much with Canelo because he really wanted to win. Like he really wanted, because if he would have won that, that would have like changed his entire life. Even if he beat Benavidez, it would have still been like, whatever, Canelo already knocked you out. Like, it would have been cool, but he wouldn't have been that guy. Like if he would have beat Canelo, bro, people would have been talking about that shit for 6 months, bro. Kind of like we're still talking about Crawford and Spence, and that shit's been like what, 2 months? Has it been 2 months? What was that? July 28th or something like that. It's been 2 months, and we still talking about that shit like it was last weekend because he beat the fuck out of him, bro. It was like such a big fight, and he won. That shit changes your life, bro. Canelo fought Mayweather at 152. No way in hell he going back there. No, absolutely not. He doesn't even want to fight at 160 anymore, bro. Because when Crawford said, let's meet at 160, he was like, no, I'm not going back down there again. Like he's been at 168 for a long time now. And that's why I don't get the a lot of people will ask me like, all right, now that Canelo's in his prime, this was more like 3 or 4 years ago, but they're like, now that Canelo's in his prime, who wins between him and Mayweather? I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? Mayweather fought at 147. Like, Canelo's at 168 now, bro. It's literally, like, you literally cannot make that comparison because where are they fighting at? Are they fighting at 152? At 154? Then Canelo has to lose all of that weight. He's going to get his ass whooped again. That's why he got his ass whooped the first time. He was too boiled down trying to make that weight. Which is why after that fight, he was like, fuck this. Like, I'm not fighting at 154 anymore. Like, so. And then the other thing, too, is like, everyone's always like, oh, Mayweather, took advantage of young Canelo. He wasn't ready yet. But I'm like, bro, Canelo, I mean, Floyd was old, bro. Like, how long did y'all want him to wait? Till he was 40? He would have been, he wasn't in his prime. He was already old. He was on the verge of retiring, bro. Like, I just never, I never understand those conversations. It seems like only Canelo says, I got my ass whooped. Everyone else is like, Canelo was too young. Even though Canelo was a double champ, bro. He had 2 belts at the time, which is why Floyd fought him. He had 2 of the belts in the division, and Floyd was like, cool, like, let's fight for the belts. And the dude was like, what fucking, I don't know exactly what his record was, but he already had like 40 fights, bro. It's not like he was some 18-year-old. People talk like he was 18 with 7 fights or something. This dude was experienced. He wasn't the Canelo that he is now or 4 years ago, but he was experienced. He had 2 belts. And he lost. He lost. You think he's scared of going down? You think he knows he'll lose to Canelo? I would say, what's the point of going down? I don't think he's scared, but like, he's undisputed at 168. Like, what, go down for what? Who was there to fight? I think if the money was big enough, he might, but he's the guy. It's just like Mayweather was the guy, so he was like 152 or nothing, and Canelo said, okay, well, you're the guy, you make the rules. So, like, why would I go down to 160 to fight you? You know what I mean? I'm the guy that makes $400 million. I'm talking about fighting Spence. Who? Crawford? I think a lot of people want to see that. A lot of people want to see what? You lost me, bro. I'm confused now. A lot of people want to see who versus Spence. Oh, to fight Crawford? But again, why go down? You're the champ. You're the guy, bro. You're the guy in boxing. You make $400 million. You make all your decisions. Why would you go down to 160? Crawford comes up to 168, or the fight doesn't happen. Crawford's the one that needs money. That's the thing that will make him a superstar. Why would I put myself at a disadvantage and give you the opportunity to take my spot as the biggest guy in boxing? Why would I do that? It doesn't make sense. It's just like Floyd. Floyd could have said, you know what, Canelo, I know you're having a hard time making weight. I'll put myself at a disadvantage and fight you at 160. Why the fuck would he do that? Like, no, bro. I'm the superstar. Like, fight me on my terms, or you don't make money. You don't get a fight. Like, why would the star of the sport put himself at a disadvantage? You know what I mean? Like, no. If you have a chance to get an advantage, or at least not put yourself at a disadvantage, you absolutely do that. Same thing with Crawford, actually. Crawford won, and now everyone's like mad because potentially, he didn't even announce it, potentially he's saying if the rematch happens, it needs to be at 147 because you get to pick. You're the winner. Everyone's like, oh, well, Spence had trouble making 147. You should do it at 154. Why? We agreed to 147 the first time. I won. Why would I do what you want and give you the advantage for the second fight? Why would I do that, bro? I won the first time. I get to make the shots now. And you know, people are talking about honor and all this other shit because they said Spence went out of his way to make the fight. That's Spence's fault. He thought he had an easy win. He got his ass whooped. Now you don't get to call the shots. That's just how it works, bro. Now Terrence Crawford is the guy. Beat him at 147. You become the guy. If you want to do a third fight, do a third fight. If you don't, move on. You can do whatever you want because you're the guy. A lot of people hate Devin Haney, but what I like about Devin Haney is that he didn't give a fuck, bro. Cambosos had all 4 of those belts, and he said, you know what? I don't care about the money. I don't care that we're doing it in Australia. I will go into your backyard for whatever money you say, and I'm gonna whoop your ass and take those belts. And he did. He went there for a little bit of money compared to what he could have made, and he whooped his ass, and he took those belts. And now he's the guy. And now all these other people are mad. Shakur Stevenson, all these other guys, they're like, oh, you should fight me for this amount of money. He's like, why? I took lower pay and I went to someone else's home and fought them for these belts. Why should I give you the advantage? You should do what I did. Do what it takes to win these belts. Easy. If you're that good, you can do it. If you really believe in yourself, you can do it. Like, while I don't believe Charlo thought he could have won the fight against Canelo, what he did was he went up 2 weight classes at a disadvantage. He didn't say, oh, no, I'm not doing the fight if Canelo doesn't come to this weight. It's like, no, Canelo's the guy, bro. If I want to fight Canelo, I need to do it at whatever weight he says, for whatever pay he says. And if you beat him, you get to make the rules for the next fight. Which is why Bivol Bival's kind of stupid. His team's kind of stupid because they should have fought again by now. But Bival won. Canelo looked stupid. And he was like, you know what? I'll fight you again, but I want to fight you for your belts at 168. Canelo didn't want to do that. Unfortunately for Bival, Canelo's too big of a superstar to just like turn the tides like that. You can't just beat a guy after you beat him. But either way, he won. And he said, yo, I want to do it at 168. We're not doing it at 168. I don't want to do it. And Canelo is in a position now where he either has to do it at 168 and risk his belts or listen to people talk shit because that's what people do on the internet. They're like, yo, he was scared to rematch Bivol at 168. That's why he didn't fight him. That's why he fought Charlo. That's why he fought blah, blah, blah. Estamos acá. Mike Ben, what's up, bro? Is there a particular reason that you jump on this account for the lives, or is it just random? I'll be right back. I'm about to fill my cup up real fast. Also, Mike, what you been doing all day, bro? It's kind of late. Damn, Rolando, you gave up on trying to make the Canelo Crawford fight happen or what, bro? You never replied. You just like, psh, fuck it. That college video was a whole vibe. You gotta come through, bro. Bro, they do that every Friday, bro. I think I had told you we was gonna do it before we did it, right? Because we were gonna do it 2 weeks ago, but Axel got sick, so we waited until this week. But they do it every Friday, bro. And I mean, nothing is 100% safe or certain, right? But from everyone I talked to, from everything I've seen, that is like a safe zone in the city, bro. There's no crime there. Uh, I don't know how to explain it, but you know when everyone's like, "This is a good thing that we're not gonna ruin, bro. Don't even come out here." Like, the party flyers say that, but they don't be like that. But they're really like, "Don't come out here on some BS, bro. Everyone that's coming here is to dance." Like, so that was cool. Like, I talked about this earlier in the stream, but in the states when the crowds are too big, bro, I get like I guess somebody might call it anxiety, but I get a weird feeling that there's gonna be a shooting, bro, because I've just been in like so many situations like that. Like someone's gonna have beef with somebody, it's gonna turn into a shooting, right? But there was no sense of that, bro. We were like shoulder to shoulder, bro, like as fire hazard as possible, and there was no sense of danger, bro. There was no one mean mugging. Like you could put your hand on someone and say like excuse me and they'll just move. Like you step on someone's shoe, it's all good because everyone's dancing, bro. Like you're gonna get stepped on. That's just like how it works. But like there was not a single fight out there. There was nobody mean mugging. Dudes that did look like quote unquote tough, they were dancing, bro. You know what I'm saying? No one was just like posted up mean mugging, like looking to do anything. It's like a real safe zone, bro. So once you walk outside of there, there's a few homeless people. but but even still, like it wasn't a vibe like that where like you feel like something's gonna happen once you step out of the safe zone. Like that whole area, like people come there to either dance or just be around other people that are dancing, vibe into the music. What's up, Jimbo? I got no idea why, but I've been getting a lot of homeschool curricula recommendations videos on YouTube, specifically language learning. Probably because I watch almost nothing but language acquisition vids. Also, my phone probably overheard me talking to my sister, homeschooling her kids. Yeah, the algorithm is the algorithm is good, bro. You watch a couple things and it thinks you're interested, bro. That shit's gonna keep popping. Will was on 10. That's the most him behind the camera. Bro, you don't even know. I definitely cut out a lot of stuff from the night just because people start getting lit, they start like talking emotional and shit like that. So I wasn't trying to put no like serious private moments on the camera, but nah, he was definitely he was drinking, bro. So it was a good time, bro. That was definitely the most comfortable he's been behind the camera. Uh, yeah, you'll love it, bro. I'm telling you, man. Like I said, I'm an uncomfortable person in crowds, and I felt good out there, bro. I'm not gonna lie, when we first walked in, just because it's so new, I'm just like, oh, I didn't know it was like this. Like I knew everyone was dancing in the street, but for some reason, I thought there was space. Like I don't know how to explain it. I thought it was gonna be like a club where like everyone's out there, but you could post up somewhere and like not be around people, or you could go to the middle and dance if you want. But nah, bro. There's no room to do anything, bro. It was so hot. And it was just like, I was like, yo, like I kept thinking when I first got out there, I'm like, if something did happen, we can't even run, bro. Like there's literally no room to even pick up your knees and run, bro. But nah, it was cool, man. It was cool. Specifically that day. I can't speak for no other days or what's gonna happen in the future, but that night was chill. We was out there from like 9 to like 1 o'clock too, bro. Just out there, just dancing, chilling, talking, bro. The sounds and smell had to be crazy. Yeah, you know what, man? Like I said, it was a good time. And luckily, people in this city are super hygienic, so nobody was musty. Yeah, nah, I see. That's what I was really thinking about, like the Travis Scott concert and stuff like that. Like, regardless, like even if it's not a shooting, it could be anything, bro. People start running, everyone else starts running, and it's easy to get just like stomped on and suffocate and die. So it's I don't know if it's something I'm gonna do every week, but it's if you came out here or if like someone was visiting, I would definitely do it again. I think it was fun. I think if you grew up doing it, it would be more chill. I don't think it's something I'm gonna do all the time, but it was definitely a good vibe. I just don't know how often I'm gonna do it. But yeah, man, I think you'll love it out here, man, if you come out here. Also, not Will, Mike, you probably didn't see it. I posted it before you came in. I'm gonna pin it, actually. There's a dude's channel that I stumbled upon because of the algorithm, actually. And he's here in Cali. And he makes those long form videos, like 30 minutes, where he's like exploring Cali, speaking Spanish. His Spanish is good to me, I think. He's got like more of like a Mexican accent. He's black, but I think he learned Spanish in Texas or something. Um, but yeah, he walks through cities and tries food and does all kinds of stuff. Oh, you already okay. Well, he just I think we probably got the same thing going on because I commented on one of his videos like a few weeks ago, and he didn't respond. But the last video I commented on, and I told him to keep dropping videos because I'm like, if you put out some good stuff and it's something I want to do, I'm gonna go to it. So I'm like, keep dropping videos, and then he just responded like while I was on the stream actually and said, I got you. How long you been here? Blah blah blah. So I plugged him up in the thing because he don't even have 100 subscribers, bro. I'm like, he got pretty good content to me, like good editing. He puts effort into it. He's got English and Spanish subtitles. So like I was telling the chat, I feel like a lot of people are like haters. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone's like in the same lane as you, they don't want to show them no love. But I'm like, this is good content, bro. So I'm like, yo, if y'all are up in this chat, y'all should follow him, bro. Please put us in touch if you can. Yeah, if he responds to me again, you know what, bro? Well, I'll see if he responds to this. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna just leave the comment right now. I'm gonna say I got a famous friend, Mike Ben. I got a huge celebrity friend that wants to interview you. Alright, I just double commented. That's not really like me, but you know, I did it for Mike Ben. But yeah, like I said, makes good content, speaks good Spanish. I just like showing love, man. Like especially, like I said, I don't really see myself doing the travel blogs like him. Like it seems like he's willing to really go out of his way to have his camera out and record lots of footage. And I'm not. I'm just not about to do that, bro. I record like when I was out on the street, um, in that place, everyone had phones out. It felt like it was okay to do. It didn't feel like super uncomfortable. Bro, when I be out by myself and shit, bro, I'm not trying to make myself a target. So I know I'm never gonna be a travel blogger like that. I think he makes really good content, so I just want to show him some love. Yeah, his Spanish is solid. I'm not a I'm not a super harsh critic to be honest, but from what I heard, I am definitely honest, even if I'm not harsh. From what I heard, I felt like he had really solid pronunciation. I felt like he had just I guess I would say the complexity of the stuff that he was saying. It was beyond someone that just like took like some 4 week travel course or something like that. Like I feel like he's been having real conversations with people. You know what I mean? So I just want to stop by quickly. I might catch the next one. I have a 5 a.m. workout. A 5 a.m. workout in the a.m. Yeah, you tired, bro. You put a.m. twice. But alright, bro. Have a good night. I probably ain't gonna be on here that much longer. I'll probably go to 10:30, about 20 more minutes. It's not crazy active up in here, so. But appreciate you for stopping in, like always. And I'll probably do the next one like tomorrow or Tuesday. I don't know. Depends on how busy of a day tomorrow is, but I'll put a little whatever the fuck it's called, preview, warning, whatever. So you'll know. But I appreciate you, bro. Have a good night. Oh, why is my laptop tripping? It must be the Wi-Fi. Rolando, you still here or what, bro? You think if you and Axa have a kid who use some of those homeschool curricula? I don't know. I really don't know, man. I think my parents didn't homeschool me, right? But my dad is a super active dad. And everything I knew in school, or everything you need to know in school, I knew before I went to school. Like, not even joking, bro. Before I ever went to pre-K, kindergarten, I knew my times tables. Like, you know how it goes from like 1 to 12, 1 to 12. I knew all of that shit from 0 to 144, like by memory, bro. And I knew how to do multiplication. I knew how to do division, addition, subtraction. I wasn't crazy with grammar, but I knew it. It's not like I was an English professor or something. But there was nothing that I was learning like before high school that I didn't already know, because like that's the kind of dad I had. So I think I would do something like that. I think I'm just gonna teach my kid a lot of stuff that I know as early as they can comprehend it. And then, like school would supplement that, if it makes sense. Like, I really don't have a problem. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, school sucks. They don't teach you anything. I don't think that's true. But I don't think school is enough. Like, people want school to teach you about taxes and just everything in the world. And I'm like, bro, like, these are just teachers that are like um, not forced, but they have a subject that they teach. They're not like your English teacher's not gonna fucking teach you about taxes, bro, and that's fine. Your parents do taxes, or they should be doing their taxes. They can teach you about it. That's what your parents are for, to kind of teach you about the world. Your education is not necessarily to get you ready like for real life. Like everyone says, like, why doesn't school get us ready for real life? Like there's concepts in school that you use in real life, but that's what your parents are for, man. So I think a lot of stuff I will teach my kid. I looked at them and they seemed pretty legit. The kids were singing the same songs I used to sing when I was their age. Pretty impressive. Yeah, you have to send me some stuff, just so I can look at it. But I'll just, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna just do whatever I can. I think it's real easy to say like, oh, I'm gonna do this and this as a parent, but life is not easy. So I think it's real easy to say I'm 100% gonna make sure my kid is bilingual in English and Spanish, and they're gonna be math geniuses, and they're gonna be the star of the basketball team. And I just think like, if it was that easy, everybody would do it, right? Like, obviously there's other reasons that immigrants might not teach their kids Spanish, but there's a lot of immigrants that don't do a great job of teaching their kids Spanish. So I feel like it's even arrogant for me to just be like, oh, I'm 100% gonna make sure my kid knows this. Like, because it's not that easy. Like I said, I want to, but I don't know. I don't know what life's gonna be like. But if I have the money and the power to do so, I will give them the best opportunity for language learning and everything else. I was in an Uber last night, and he actually impressed me with his English. He had his GPS in English, so that's how I knew. I was like, oh shit. It's kind of like, when like white people in the States say gracias, like at a Mexican restaurant. It was like that. Like he was speaking in Spanish, but like his shit was in English. And we got to the Airbnb, and he was like, at the right or at the left? And I was like, look at you, dog. And he said, have a good night, too. I was like, my guy, he's spitting in English. Also, there's a guy at the bistro, the cook. He always personally brings us our shit and says one thing in English, like steaks. Great job, bro. You're doing it. Sonic Metal says, Enya. Enya. Why, bro? Why are you putting 3 Enyas? 4 Enyas. Look up this song, Dos elefantes se balanceaban sobre la lela de una araña. Okay, I'll look it up when I get off here. Damn, I don't know what happened to my Wi-Fi. For my laptop, it's not doing it, no. It simply will not function. Oh, Tela. I was okay. That makes way more sense, bro. I was like, oh, Tela. I actually paused in my head before I read it, and I was like, Lena? I really should have made the connection because Aranya, but I just read it as it was, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" In this case, we used to sing that song when I was little. I forgot. Did I ask you? Did you grow up in Houston? Did you grow up in Mexico? Did you go to Mexico, or have you always been in Houston? I can't remember. What the fuck is wrong with my Wi-Fi? It won't load anything on the laptop. Let's see. It says I'm connected to the Wi-Fi. You grew up in Houston. So are you saying you used to sing these songs in Houston? Or did you go to Mexico and you sung these songs there? Because I know lots of Mexican Americans that, since their families from Mexico, in the summer they would either go home and like go to school in Mexico or something like that. And so they would have like an education in Spanish too. You were in Spanish class until sixth grade in Houston? It's kind of dope. So what do you think happened? Because according to you, which might not be true, you might just be going hard on yourself. According to you, you speak Spanish de rancho. So if you were in Spanish classes up until sixth grade, what do you think? Where is the disconnect? I feel like that's a decent level to have you speaking a decent level of Spanish. Humble ISD. It's not rancho as others. Okay, that makes sense. So you're just a humble guy. You're just saying it is, but really you speak decent. I get it. I get it now, actually. That makes sense. Because if you're really smart and you're well read and you're reading and listening to these other people that are crazy intelligent, you're aware that you don't have the level of Spanish that they have, but that doesn't mean that you actually have a super low level. Because, yeah, I get it. What I mean is that there are many accents in Mexico. Yes, there are. And it's not just regional, it's also based on social status. I know about 3 Mexican people that are pretty wealthy, and all 3 of them at some point in time have said how they despise people that use the word chamba or chambear for work. So, but then I know hella Mexicans that say chamba. So I have learned that certain words are related to social status too. Clearly, that's a working class word. You know what they say here? Camellar or camello instead of like chamba. Oh, finally, my YouTube is caught up. Look up these authors on YouTube. Bro, didn't you just hear me say my YouTube is fucked right now, bro? I'll put it on Google and look it up later. Oh, these are the signs you have high functioning anxiety. I'm gonna look that up. But I can tell y'all that y'all have anxiety. Wow, this is the whitest looking dude I've ever seen. He's Mexican. Es un experto en comunicación y humanidades, siendo autor de numerosos artículos y libros de divulgación histórica, turismo de aventura y mitología mexicana. This dude looks like his name is Brad. Interesting. Why am I looking up these authors? Is there a purpose? Because if there's not, this is the last author I'm gonna look up. Oh, hold on. Hold on, they just got me, bro. I saw an article that says getting your hair cut more frequently doesn't make your hair grow, but it does this. I'm not gonna lie, I wanna know what that this is. Listen to them speak and what? Bro, you gotta be more direct. I'm not one to, I have to be interested to do something. So if you just say listen to them speak, I'm not interested. Now, if you tell me why I should listen to them speak, you might get my attention. Maybe. But right now, I'm just looking them up and I'm like, I don't want to listen to this guy speak. My point is, you will notice a distinct accent. What is it, the fucking Fifi Fresa accent? Is that what you're talking about? How I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, these dudes are loaded. I can tell by their accent. First of all, the shit that pops up when I Google their names is already like, I'm like, yeah, these dudes are too smart for me. But that's dope. I respect intellectuals. Let me say that. I don't think I ever really want to dedicate myself to being like one of those guys where someone listens to me talk and they're like, whoa, this guy's so smart. I like reading. I like getting smarter. But you know, there's those guys that talk and you're like, damn, this is smart. Almost time for what? Oh, it's time to get off? Is that what you're saying? Axel, is that what you're saying? What?
I was late because I was doing homework. Sorry, I'm trying to get an education.
Wow, she just called me a dumb fuck. That's insane. Insane.
Hi, y'all. What's up? Orlando. See the other person talking? Because it's
At
literally
this point.
just Rolando.
Yeah, because it's 10:30.
Exactly. So,
Yeah, well, you know. Someone made us start 3 hours late, so
it was like 30 minutes.
it was definitely 50 minutes.
It was 40.
It was
You
50.
literally got on at 8:40.
No, it was 8:45.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
It was 8:42. I looked
Same
at my
shit.
phone. No.
Yes, it is.
Two rounds
I put-
down to 40, not 45.
Either way, that's 40 minutes. I put the time on 8. And I did the hours in advance for the first time, and I was like, I'm so proud of myself.
It'd be like that.
No. It doesn't. Axa said, "Get out of here with that smart ass shit." That's just what she said. I can't. Rolando, she said that, not me, bro. She called you a nerd, not me. I'm not saying I don't agree. I'm just saying I didn't say that. Someone else called you a nerd.
Well, I didn't say that.
She said that.
Maybe it's in this mess.
Hmm? The Wi-Fi is garbage.
It's terrible.
Yeah, shit won't even load on the thing. It says 8 people are in here, but nobody's talking. Oh, new person, Brian Davis. We be learning more languages like Portuguese. So I actually started learning Portuguese, right? But here's the problem. For one, I was moving here to Colombia, so I got distracted. For two, I'm like a real personal person, and I like talking to people that I know and that I want to have deeper conversations with. So I knew lots of people in real life that spoke Spanish. It was pretty easy to learn Spanish because of that. I was willing to have conversations and improve. For Portuguese, I literally only know one person that speaks Portuguese, and he learned it as a second language. He speaks Spanish and Portuguese, and he doesn't really want to speak Portuguese on a daily basis. And he's not a native, so I like speaking to natives to actually get like native like words and accents and all that. So I'm gonna have to find a reason and a person to learn. I'm gonna have to meet someone that makes me actually want to do it. Right now, I don't feel that internal intrinsic motivation to do it, man. I can't lie to you. So I like dabble in it, but no. But I will eventually. Why do you ask? What makes you ask that? 15 minutes to make it 2 hours exactly. That's fair. My wife just gave me 15 minutes, which is less now. So 2 hours exactly is when I'll get off of the stream. Should be like roughly 10:40 for me. The grandson of Spaniards. Axa is the granddaughter of Spaniards, so they're probably related. Where do you find motivation to do things? Which one is more important, motivation or discipline in your opinion? I think those are connected, man. Let me finish typing this and I'll explain. So, lots of times you hear people say that, oh, you don't need motivation, you just need discipline. But discipline actually comes from motivation in a weird way. So, I'm gonna use kids as an example, or hunger, whatever, either one. You go to work not because you're disciplined, because you're motivated to eat, bro. Like you get hungry, you need money to do shit. You might like your job, you might. Lots of people don't like their job. They're not disciplined. They need to go to fucking work, bro. Like it's a necessity. You got a motivation to take care of your kids. You got something inside of you that says like I need to make sure my kid's okay. I don't want my kid to be starving. I don't want my kid to be dirty. I need to make money. I need to try to give my kids something in life. That's not just discipline, that's motivation. There's an intrinsic motivation to give your kid a good life. There's a motivation to to do better for yourself. So for me, that's what it's about. I find things and I make them important to me, or I just find things that are important to me and I work on them. You know what I'm saying? And so I think a lot of becoming more disciplined is focusing on stuff that you care about instead of stuff that you don't care about. Because someone might look at me and say like, "Oh man, like you've lifted weights for 15 years, you've deadlifted 750 pounds, like you're hella disciplined." But bro, like there's been like 10 different sports that I've quit on. There's been a lot of like Portuguese. I stopped learning Portuguese. Like I just stopped because I wasn't motivated, you know what I mean? But I went far in Spanish. So it's not just like, oh, this guy, anything he touches, he's disciplined about and he sees it through. It's like I find things that I think are important to me. Training was important to me because I like helping people, and I really felt like the stronger I got, um, and the more I learned about human bodies and weightlifting, I could help more people, which is true. I just posted a deadlift video like an hour ago, and that shit has like 1,000 something views. That's gonna bring more people to my channel, and I'll get to tell them stuff like this. I'll get to help them with weights or languages or whatever. So it's working exactly like I thought it would. Same thing with languages. I get to talk to more people. I got to serve more clients because I had two languages. I got to move here. I get to literally reach more people and interact with more people, which is like my personal thing in life. Is my motivation, which helps me stay on track. If it's outside of that, I might not be disciplined. I might just be like, I don't really care about this shit. So I think they're interconnected. I don't think motivation or discipline is more important. I think it's like a yin and yang thing. I think they're one and the same. The algorithm showed me your channel about learning, and I noticed your video have menu captions. Menu captions? I just upload videos, to be honest. And if it says like, do you want to put subtitles? I put it on there. I don't know. Like, I'm not like a super tech dude. So like, I don't know if you're saying my video has something other people's videos don't have. If it does, that's cool, and I need to keep doing that. Um, but I definitely am not doing that on purpose. I manually put the English and Spanish subtitles sometimes. Phil, you late, bro. I'm about to get off in like 7 minutes, bro. $30, y'all. I'll be right back. 9 mile run? Why you do that to yourself, bro? Yeah, no problem, bro. You were telling me about Rancho Spanish anyway. Just listen to him talk for a bit, not necessarily for the contents of what he talks about. Who? That comment came in by itself, so I don't know who you're telling me to listen to. What you just said, discipline and what I like. There you go. Phil is a good example. Phil gets stuff done. Right now, he likes running. I don't know why running is important to him. I don't know why he likes it. But how long has it been, Phil, since you've been on like this running journey? I still remember we would be talking, and he was saying he was going like a 3 mile run, 4 mile run. He was trying to run this in a 5K. Now he's just going on 9 mile runs, acting like nothing happened. You know what I mean? So, oh, the same two guys. Yeah, I'll listen when I get off of here, especially if you text me and remind me. But I've been on program starting January this year. I thought so. I was about to say I don't feel like it's been like a really long time. Never before, not counting track in high school. So why did you pick running, Phil? And what do you like about it? But yeah, kind of backtracking a little bit. What I usually tell people personally, especially like my clients online or in person, I'm like, you just need to make things important to you. If you feel like something is not important to you and you want it to be important so that you'll stick to it, so that you'll have discipline, whatever, you gotta find a way to make it important. Like I personally, like people think this is weird because I lift weights so much. I personally do not care about lifting weights, and I think only somebody like Phil could probably like verify that I do not care about lifting weights. But I am strong. And I've gotten to this point literally because I'm doing it for something more than myself. If I was just lifting to get swole or to like just say that I was strong, I would have stopped a long time ago because I did it a long time ago. But I continue to do it because I know that like 18-year-olds, not even just 18-year-olds, like dudes in general, women too, they see strength and they're like, I respect that. Like regardless of like how genetically gifted you are, there's a certain level of strength that you can't just like walk up to a bar and just do. That's one of the cool things about being strong. It's like someone put effort and work and time into that. And I know, like I said, that it's gonna bring me more clients and that I get to help more people, right? And so that keeps me on track, bro. Like if I didn't want to lift weights today, I would say whatever, like this is my life, bro. This is what I do. This is how I help people. So make it important to you. Find out what drives you in life and connect that thing to that bigger purpose. I never had a purpose lifting for myself, always bigger thing than my own accomplishments because I knew I could do it. It was more of a challenge to inspire directly, which is what I've also done. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I feel like we're the same in that aspect. But I think that like we're the same because we came from sports. So weightlifting wasn't something that we started in. It was something that we moved into. You know what I mean? And so that's really why like a lot of the sports that I did, like I was a hooper my whole life. I stopped that because I was doing it for myself. And when I felt like I was done, I was like, yo, fuck this. Bro, I haven't touched a basketball in years, bro. I got no urge to pick up a basketball. I was a runner, I was a sprinter, and I stopped because it was for me. When I got hurt, pulled my hamstring real bad, I was like, I'm done. I don't do it anymore. I go running occasionally, I still do. I like running. But I'm not gonna go hard on it because it's just for me, you know what I mean? So you mentioned Chente in a video. That channel is popular. Oh yeah, Chente is super, super Puerto Rican, bro. It's like the Puerto Rican podcast. So great podcast, by the way. Playing football doesn't require weights. Weights make you stronger. That's it. Yeah, that's how it was for me in basketball, track. It was like, even then, I was doing it so that I would be the strongest hooper, so that I could produce the most power in track. But it was never like, man, I love lifting weights. Even now, bro, like, going into my weightlifting sessions, I'm like, shit sucks, bro. Get done, you're like, this shit sucks, bro. Like, this shit hurts. But like I said, I don't really do it for me. So that also helps carry you through it. Like, I'm like, whatever. Like I said, I've dedicated myself to doing it. So and I would even say like this and language learning, like I feel like that's why I probably stopped language learning in the past. Besides doing it the wrong way, I was just doing it to do it. And so whenever it got tough, I would just stop and I'd be like, wow, I suck at this shit. But, you know, like just even, getting comments where somebody's like, yo, this was helpful, like this is gonna help me do this, or I watched this video and like now I understand this and my Spanish leveled up. I'm not gonna say like I feel like a responsibility to keep doing it, but it definitely drives me to keep doing like lives and making videos and stuff like that. Like I'm not a Spanish teacher. I'm not like perfect or nothing like that. But if I can do something that's gonna help somebody else or make them wanna learn a language, experience more of the world, of course, I'm gonna do that shit. Like I said, I love interacting with people. I love helping people. I love doing whatever I can do for people. So I just think about the long-term payoff on lifting weights. Like, yeah, it hurts, but obesity and high blood pressure is worse. So why not keep your body at its peak physical shape? Yeah, that's true. But I would say this, and this is what I tell a lot of my clients or even people that I have consultations with, like yeah, like people know me for strength training, but like that's not the only way to stay in shape. Like weights are also like a relatively new concept, right? And strength training is definitely good. It helps with your bone density, obviously like your musculature, whatever. But even just going for walks, yoga, calisthenics, like there's so much stuff besides weights that you can do to stay in shape. Like we just said, there's all these sports that you don't need weights for. They can definitely help you. But boxing, wrestling, all of this stuff that you can do and still be physically active. You can farm, bro. You can do a lot of stuff and be active. So, you know, when I talk to people, I definitely tell them like, hey, I think weight training is great, but the best thing is what you're gonna do long term. And if you can lift weights long term and you're gonna sustain that, that's great. If you're not, we need to find something that you're gonna do forever. Because if you do anything and stop, then it's kind of worthless. So, but yeah, weightlifting definitely gets tough. So there's definitely those days where you're like, damn, bro, this is rough. Especially the more like dynamic lifts, like me and Phil snatch, clean, and jerk, bro. Like it's one thing, like if you feel bad and you squat, you can kind of just power through it. But there's a different aspect to diving under weights when you don't feel great. Like if your joints hurt or something and you need to pull under 300 something pounds, bro, that shit sucks. Like squats, I'm always like, I'll take the squat down slower. Like I'll slow my descent down a little bit. I'll pause it instead of doing a regular squat. I'll blank. But there's literally nothing you can do in a clean or a snatch. It's like you actually need to pull this hard. Like you need to explode and you need to go under it fast. And that shit's gonna smack you. Like there's nothing you can do. But regular, schmegular, degular weightlifting, just for general health, it's definitely more tolerable. Let's see. All right, hour and 30 minutes, and I'm getting off for real. For real. What? I'm already at 126. That's why. 4 minutes. I didn't realize I passed it. That's what I said.
12 minutes and you're cut.
12 minutes?
Yes.
No, 4.
4 minutes?
Yeah, that's what I said. My wife's crying.
I'm not crying, stranger.
Nah, she's not crying. There's just tears coming out of her eyes, that's all. Nah, but for real. She said 4 minutes. So speak now or forever hold your peace. By the way, why do they say that at weddings? Why do they give people the opportunity to fuck up a wedding like that? I'll send you the links. Yeah, send them, bro. What was the worst injury you powered through for physical activity? I guess it depends on what you mean powered through. Man, I had a lot of injuries in track, man, because I did it for so long and it's just so intense. When I was preparing for the Junior Olympics when I was 16, let me think, my sophomore year of high school going into my junior year. I'll say I was 16, 15 or 16. I was doing 2-a-days because I knew I was going to the Junior Olympics and I was trying to do everything I could because I was a teenager and I felt like I was invincible. And so I was doing like cross country sessions in the morning. So like 6 to 10 mile runs. And I was doing sprints at night with my track team. And I started getting this weird calf thing, man, where like, to me, I was like, oh, well, it doesn't hurt while I'm running. And it's like a dull pain when I'm not running. It was kind of weird. I was icy hot, whatever. Got to the Junior Olympics. And one of the last events I did was the 4x800, where we all ran 800s. And I was the third leg for this one. And so I'm finishing up the 800. I'm literally on a final stretch. I'm running. And I just like I could hear it, bro. And I was like, oh, I was like, what the? And I knew I couldn't put my leg down. So I started hopping, passed the baton off. And like, as soon as I passed the baton off, bro, worst pain in my life, still to this day. It was like, it felt like someone kept breaking my leg like on a loop. And my dad had to like carry me out of the stadium. Like he ran down and like it was like a big ass stadium because we were in Ypsilanti, Michigan, at one of the football stadiums. I don't know what stadium that is. But he carried me out. We had to go to the doctor, and they were like, "Oh, yep, you broke your fibula." He's like, "You must have had a stress fracture," and kept running on it. He's like, "You didn't feel any pain leading up to this?" And I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, I thought that was my calf. I thought I had a calf sprain. And he was like, no. He was like, did it hurt? Like, when you weren't doing stuff, but you didn't feel it when you were blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, yep. And so he was like, man, you got lucky because you broke it all the way through. But like, damn, I don't have a way to do it. But it started here as a little stress fracture. And I broke it all the way through. But it didn't split at the end. So he was like, you don't have to get surgery. It's just gonna take a really long time to heal. It was like, if you just like put pressure on it when you can, start walking around, eventually it'll heal up. Man, that shit was like 6 months, bro, where I couldn't run. I had to stop playing. That's really the reason I stopped playing basketball. because like that was supposed to be like my breakout season. I was supposed to have like recruiters looking at me and shit. I couldn't hoop because I messed my shit up in the summer, and fall was basketball. I couldn't come back in time. I tried to act like I didn't care about basketball. I'm like, man, I'm a track star anyways. I'm just getting ready for the season. But I really couldn't start working out until right before track season because my shit was broke. So, and then I got back on the track, and it had been so long since I had ran on it that calf muscle was weak as fuck. I felt uneven. My junior year of track was like trash. It was like by the end of the season, I had got back to where I was before. But in the beginning, every session I was scared to run, bro, because I just like it felt like I was like doing this. I was like, damn, like what's happening, bro? And like I was like, I'm not trying to break this shit again, so I'll be too hesitant to really go hard in my workouts. But once I got past it, once I like finally had like one good session, and I'm like, oh wow, I didn't break my shit. I got back like to regular. Came back my senior year. I just like gave up basketball, focused on getting in shape for track super early. Got my track scholarship, went to college, ran track, but then I tore my hamstring in college twice, freshman year and sophomore year back to back. So yeah, I had a rough road with track, man. If I could go back in time, I would do a lot of stuff differently, but you can't know what you don't know. I didn't have the education. I was just literally working out as hard as possible. Just going hard and being stupid, you know what I mean? So that's tough. That's a tough thing to teach young people, that like 10 out of 10 doesn't mean that you're working as hard as possible. It means you're putting out a lot of effort, but effort doesn't necessarily translate to results. That's like a thing that people tell you, like, yeah, if you work hard, it pays off. And sometimes it does, but there's definitely a such thing as like working in the wrong direction. Like just because you take a step forward doesn't mean it's in the right direction. So I had to learn that lesson the hard way. Hi, I'm God's daughter. What are you doing here? Go to heaven. You shouldn't be down here with us. It's evil down here. But yeah, so I would say that stress fracture that I messed up, definitely the toughest thing that I felt. Ever since then, I mean, tearing my hamstring was bad. I was on crutches for that, but it was pretty quick, 4 to 6 weeks or something. And then I like partially tore my meniscus 4 or 5 years ago, lifting weights, but same kind of thing. Couple weeks, like doing rehab shit and getting back to it. Nothing like that shit was like a whole year of recovery time, basically. So since then I've been pretty smart. I care about my health. So if something is off, I will take time out to address it and not just like try to plow through it. Well, you guys, I did tell my wife that I was gonna get off, so this is a pretty good live. Went past 2 hours. We had some good interaction. I'll be back on either tomorrow or Tuesday. I'm not sure, but I will put whatever that shit is called. I can't think of what it's called. I don't know if it's like a preview, but whatever. You'll see that I'm gonna get on before I get on. I'm gonna try to like give y'all a good warning. If y'all need anything, you know, like I say, message me on a different social media, Instagram. You can get my number off there if you want to. You can email me. You can leave a comment on the video. If any of y'all want to do strength training with me online, I always put the link to my site in the description of my videos. Or like I said, reach out on another social media and we could talk about it and see if it's right for you. And then we'll get you right. But it's time for me to sign off, boys. Thank you for watching. I will see y'all next time.